Hi, Wildcats. This is Patty Hadlin, Director of Student Health, Wellness, and Counseling. We are so close to the end of our face-to-face time together here at Linfield for fall term 2020. We'll be happy to see this behind us, but I want to make sure we all get to the other side of this as safely as we possibly can. This next week is our last week together before you go home for the long break. We want you to get there safely, and it's important this week to come up with strategies to make sure that you're safe and healthy and minimize your risk of exposure to COVID. We know in our local communities that COVID is increasing in numbers and our exposure risk gets greater all the time. So what can you do as Wildcats to protect your health? One, we're all wearing our face coverings. We're pretty used to wearing our face coverings now, but I want you to consider wearing your face coverings more than you have been recently. So think about the possibility that you could wear your mask while you're inside, even in your own home, apartment, or residence hall, especially if there's somebody in there with you, even if it's your roommate. We aren't quite the bubble we want it to be. People come and go. And every time we have interactions with others, right now we're increasing our risk for potential exposure to COVID. So face coverings are an effective way to prevent the spread of that virus. Not only does it protect you, but it protects those around you. So consider wearing your face coverings indoors, even in your own place, for the rest of this week. 2, really limit your exposure to other people. I know we're thinking about the holidays. We're actually kind of excited for the idea that we're going to have life after Linfield soon and be around the people we love. But in order to get us to that point, let's really minimize our exposure to other people now so that we don't find ourselves caught in a quarantine or isolation experience because we either have COVID ourselves or we've had an exposure to somebody else with COVID. So really consider only doing the things that are absolutely necessary for you to do, your classroom experience, your work, and whatever responsibilities that you absolutely have to do with other people, and otherwise really minimize your exposure to others. 3, hand washing. Keep your hands clean. Avoid touching your face. Put your face covering on from the ears. All of those things minimize the risk of the virus coming into your respiratory tract. 4, good sleep. It's always good for your health, great for your immune system. 5, we've talked about this all year long. Try to keep your 6 feet of distance from anybody else. That really minimizes your risk of having the virus come into your respiratory tract. When you're thinking about going home, I want you to contact your family and talk about who's in your house, who may be at higher risk for COVID should you inadvertently, accidentally bring COVID home with you. You might want to consider getting tested for COVID before you go home, just so you know what your status is before you enter your household and put anyone else at risk. If you decide you do want to get tested, be sure to call the health center 503-883-2535 early in the week so we can be sure to get you tested in enough time to get your results back before you go home. Wildcats, we're going to do it. We have 1 week to go, but we need to work together to keep the campus safe and then to keep our family and loved ones safe when we get home. Thanks so much.